Hey you guys, as you know, I posted on Facebook like in a couple of weeks I got to go and speak at my old high school, which is adolescent parenting to the teen girls that are pregnant or have had a child at the age of maybe like 14, 15, 16, they're still in high school. And I was once in a same shootings and I was 15 and pregnant. I had my daughter when I was 16 years old. And at that point in time, like I felt like me and her daddy was gonna be together forever. Like that was my boo. Like that was it there. And I know like being 15 and pregnant is hard. Like people count you out before they even know your story. When I was 15, I remember one of my family members told me that they wasn't gonna give me any money for college because I got pregnant. And I told it to my mom, and she was like, "We don't need that money." And I remember when I told my mom that I was pregnant. And what happened was I had a bladder infection really bad. I was in denial. Like I kind of knew I was pregnant, but I was just in denial, and I didn't want to know. And so I had this really bad bladder infection. So she had to take me to Lebanon to Cgibbs Hospital, and they told her like she pregnant. She 5 months pregnant, and she was like, "Let me go and smoke a cigarette." And she stepped out to smoke a cigarette because at the same time my sister was pregnant. Like we both was pregnant at the same time. We were like right behind each other. But she told me, we're gonna do this, we're gonna get through this or whatever. And like she was very supportive as far as like she was mad about me being 15 and pregnant. But at the end of the day, like she loved her grandkids, my child, and plus my sister's child too. And like she wouldn't watch them to go for us to go out clubbing and all that stuff right there. But if I had to go to school and do what I had to do, then she was there for me. And one of the biggest thing that I'm proud of is that I graduated from school. Like a lot of people that was around me was dropping out of school, um, including like my best friends and everybody like that was around me like was dropping out of school because of having a child and trying to go to school and manage all that at the same time. It's hard, like it really is, and people don't understand when you're trying to go to school and take care of a child. Only thing that they're looking at, oh, she's 15 years old and she done got pregnant, and they automatically count you out. But not trying to help us as far as, how can we help this child? Because at that point in time, I was still a child. I thought I knew everything, but I didn't. At that point in time, I was still a child. Instead of trying to help me or help, these other girls that's out here that's 15 and 16 and pregnant with her, they want to talk down on them. Say that, they ain't gonna be nothing, or she was 16, 15, or whatever, she's still a child. These little girls, they fast, they don't know what they doing, they just run up behind these funky tail boys and all that. Like I heard all that, all the name calling, people looking at you crazy when you looking like you're a child and you pregnated with a child, so they automatically assume that you ain't gonna be nothing. But I'm like a living witness to tell you that you can make it. No matter what everybody else say about you, like you can make it through school and graduate and stay in focus or whatever, because this house, this apartment, that I'm in, like this is mine. The car that I'm driving, like this is mine. My job, I get up and go to school now. I'm in college now and trying to work on my degree now to finish up school. Even though it's going slow and I'm taking one class at a time, but I'm still trying to stay focused and finish school, because at the end of the day, I got a child that's depending on me, and that's my daughter. And a lot of times we get so caught up into our baby daddy and what he doing, and you lose focus on yourself, which I did before too. Like we was in the club, were mostly high school talent shows or whatever, because my baby daddy was a rapper. And at that time, he doing talent shows or whatever, I'm right there with him. We jamming, on the stage and all this stuff right there. These other females coming up or whatever, we getting into it with these females here, these females there. Me and him, we going back and forth, we fighting, we arguing. And he said he loved me. All right, okay, cool. We get to fighting and arguing again. I take him back. We going back and forth, whatever, this and that, right there. And I had got to the point one time that I was like, man, fucking, I'm finna just drop out of school too. Everybody else doing it. See, that's where I was losing, faith in myself. I was more focused on him than I was myself. But thank God that, you know, I had a good baby daddy that was just basically trying to keep me on track too, as much as, you know, trying to keep himself on track. Because, you know, when I mentioned to him that I wanted to drop out of school, he was like, man, shut that up. Like, we're going to get through this together. And that's why, like, into the day that he passed away, like, I still respect him for that. Because when I wanted to give up and when I felt like everybody else was counting me out, like, he was still there. But it's a lot of times, like, when you lose focus in ourselves, when we get so caught up in them, that it's just like you forget about yourself. But at the end of the day, you and your child should be your main priority. In which I stayed focused or whatever, and I graduated. I did my 10th and 11th grade year at Adolescent Parenting School, which is downtown. You get to go to school, and they have a daycare on the inside. And while you're in class, your daughter is downstairs in the daycare center or whatever. So I did that to help me to be able to finish school. But then I knew, like, people stereotype you as far as, you know, being 16 and pregnant. So I knew I didn't want to graduate from adolescent parenting. So my 12th grade year, I transferred to Middle College High School, which was at Southwest College. And Southwest College has a daycare there too. So therefore, kill two birds with one stone again. Put my daughter in daycare while I go to class. Daycare on campus, go to class, finish up. And everybody that know me as far as middle college, whatever, knew me, you know, every day I was coming home from class or whatever, I had to grab my baby from the daycare, either wait on her dad to pick me up, wait on my mom to pick me up or somebody. But I still did what I had to do to finish school. Like, it was hard. At one point in time, we didn't have a car. So my mama had to teach me how to ride the battle bus. You know, we had to leave from Whitehaven to the bus terminal, get off the bus terminal, and go to school. Like, she showed me the route. And then get out of school, go back to the bus terminal, from the bus terminal, back to Whitehaven or whatever, which was on the other side of town. And it was hard. Imagine doing it with a child, you know. But I stuck it out. And I finished school. I graduated. And out of all my kids, that I was the only one to graduate. And I'm really proud of that because I know that she's proud of me also. But it's like people counted me out. Like, they didn't expect for me to make it. And I'm not saying make it as far as I got a whole bunch of money or cars and all this stuff right here. I'm balling. Like, I ain't struggling, but I'm making it. Like, my bills getting paid. My car note getting paid. I got a nice job. And I did most of this stuff basically like on my own. And when people like try to count you out, you have to show them. Like, that's your best revenge. Like Beyonce said, your best revenge is your paper. And you gotta show them, like, stop falling up behind these dudes, because at the end of the day, the only thing that they worry about is their paper too. So you gotta boss up and be on the same level as them. Show them that I can get my own money. So at the end of the day, so what can you do for me? You know, because if I can get my own paper, if I can finish school on my own, then what can you do for me? Like, you gotta be benefiting something towards my life. And that's just the way I feel. Like, we can't be, you know, together if, you know what I'm going, like, we can't be together if, you know, you're not benefiting my life. And I know it's hard, but I just want to tell you to stay focused, keep at it. Like, you can do it. And I promise you, like, I'm a living witness to tell you that you can do it. Because everything that you're going through right now, I done already been through it. And I'm only 25. Well, not even 25 yet. My birthday finna come up April 1st, but I'm 24. So I'm about to be 25. I'm not that far, you know, older. Because I know a lot of times, like, we don't want to listen to the old heads that's, like, up there in age, like our teachers and all the people like that. Because we feel like, oh, they ain't been in our shoes before. They don't know what they talking about, you know, and you don't want to listen to them. But 9 times out of 10, they're right. They're trying to tell you what's right. And I remember being in school and my teacher, Miss Scott, used to give us so much English homework. It was crazy. I'm like, man, this stuff is crazy. I'm not trying to do all this or whatever. And she was like, I'm trying to prepare y'all for college or whatever. And then once I got to college my freshman year, oh, it was on. Like, I already knew what I was doing because she had already prepared me for it, and I didn't even know. So 9 times out of 10, they trying to help you. And I want to help you too. So that's why I'm coming back to talk at adolescent parenting. Now, we would like to start doing more speeches and talking to other girls, whatever, and try to help them get motivated to finish school and graduate and go off to college with being a teen parent, because I know it's not a lot of resources and not a lot of help out there. Because I know sometimes that I was felt myself at trying to find a mentor and stuff to look up to, but I've never felt like it was somebody that was in my shoes that could relate to, the things that I went through. And even though I thought that the father of my child was gonna be the one, like that was gonna be my husband, like that was gonna be it there. But then as you get older, you grow and you sometimes grow apart. Like we were still friends to the end. Like we was always friends, no matter what. Even though we argued and we fought, but we grew together. Like you helped me through school when I wanted to give up, and even though like we're not in a relationship anymore, we were still friends. Like we still had a friendship. So sometimes you have to realize, like, if it's not working out, then let it go. Like you can still be friends with your father, with the father of your child, but sometimes you just have to let it go. And even though we don't want to hear it a lot of times, like that's the best thing going. Like just let it go. But yeah, follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, Candace Gibbs. If you want to contact me as far as, have any questions, you can just drop it down in the comment box or description box and let me know. Share, like it on Facebook, and, hopefully I'll be able to help another adolescent parent, to get through the struggle. Yeah. And just this is an older picture of my daughter, but this is my Pookie Nookie, Tia Davis. This is older picture of her. She is 8 years old. She's about to be 9, and she's full of energy and spoiled half to death. And I love her to pieces. But yeah, I was 15 when I was pregnant with her, 16 when I had her. Finished school, knocked that out the way. Finished trade school, tech school, or whatever, for medical office professional, whatever. Graduated from there, knocked it out the way. Got my job. Working at one job for about 4 or 5 years, and then in my new job and working here and whatever, and then get the bills paid. But I'm still in school now. But I just go to school part time. I work full time because like I'm never content with where I'm at. It's like the sky is the limit, and can't nobody stop you. Can't nobody stop you, baby. Can't nobody stop you.